YouTube, welcome to my channel, Anne at Bella, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new Netflix film, Mary. I know loads of people are kicking off and saying it's not biblical, but it's actually based on 3 sources. It's based on the Gospels in the New Testament, which is in the Bible. It's based on the writings about Mary in the Quran, so in Islam, so that's another religious group. And it's also based on Roman records that we have and histories that we have of Herod the Great. So it isn't a Jesus-focused story because Jesus is not born yet, and there are several prophecies surrounding Mary. She is an incredibly important biblical figure. She is on a level akin to a new Eve. She's a really important female character within the biblical narrative. Yes, this does make her somewhat of a girl boss because unfortunately, whilst Jesus is under 13, he is a minor, and the only people that are able to look out for him are his grandparents, his cousin, John the Baptist family, Mary herself, and her mortal husband, Joseph. They're the only 2. And it's really important that you recognise that Joseph is actually a really important male character. He is known for his devotion and love of Mary. He was going to put her away quietly without fuss so that she wouldn't get stoned in the biblical text. Yes, it doesn't come up in the film. I fully appreciate that. But what does come up in the film is, yes, he does see the angel Gabriel. I'm loving the use of the blue robe. I thought that was a great way of actually including that because Mary is often depicted wearing this blue robe. And I'm loving the fact that Gabriel was wearing it. Yes, I know we've got the blue and the red and people are kicking off because, oh, Mary's wearing red. It's like the Handmaid's Tale. And I'm like, no, it's not. It really isn't. And her saying, how is this possible, is a valid question because how is it possible? She's a virgin. Virgins normally can't get pregnant. It's basic biology. Everybody would have known this. So there's that. And then there's also the fact that Jesus being an infant means that his mother is in the driving seat. What she says goes. That's how it is. If you don't like it, then clearly you've not been around a lot of pregnant women or women with newborns. Yeah, Joseph has to follow Mary's lead because Mary is the one whose this story is about. Even her parents have to do that at that point because she is God's chosen vessel. And I mean, we could go all Book of Mormon-y and complain that they didn't include Nephi's vision of the Virgin Mary, if you want to get technical. And saying that there's fantastical elements. This is the Bible. The Bible has a prophet parting the sea known as Moses. That's not normal. People don't normally speak to angels or see lions lying down with lambs or hear talking bushes that are on fire. These are fantastical elements because parts of the Bible are supernatural. They're divinely supernatural, but angels don't go around walking like everybody else. And if you haven't seen The Passion of the Christ by Mel Gibson, yes, it's very violent and it's rated 18 in the UK, fully understand that, but crucifixion is violent, people. But that has fantastical elements in. Anything that involves the fallen angel Satan is going to be a little bit fantastical, as is involving the angel Gabriel, who is, you know, one of God's messengers. It's not a simple story. We've got to be really careful how we respect the Holy Family, because this is what this is about. I can't really understand why people are kicking off in this way. It's very judgmental, to be absolutely honest, and we don't have all the information, because we don't. The biblical account is not the full account, and I actually like them including the Quran account where Joseph has to defend Mary from a mob, because that is very realistic and contextual to the time. Yes, you've just never seen it before. I did like the BBC's version of The Passion because in it, Mary, the mother of Jesus, actually has a conversation with Jesus about faith. And she says to him, you don't need to teach me about faith because I had to have faith before you were born because I didn't choose to have you. You were just there. You were in my womb before I could even make a conscious choice. And it's really interesting, human agency. And Mary, that's really important. It is a really important concept. So her asking, how is this possible, is not an unusual question. and then saying, oh, with God's will, anything is possible. Yes, that's true. And we know that Mary did work in the temple, actually. So a lot of what this film is showing is accurate with the known 3 accounts. And I'm liking the inclusion of Herod and the slaughter of the innocents, because that's what she was facing. If she did not get her son out, he would have been slaughtered to death. Admittedly, the most thing that I was disappointed about the whole thing was the lack of a donkey. I mean, that just shows how much conditioning I've had from the nativity play. But overall, I give it 5 out of 5, and I like the fact that they've picked Jewish actors to portray Jewish people. So, for me, I don't have a problem with it at all, because at this point, there's only 2 people actually in control of the nativity, one being God and the other being Mary, and Joseph is the supporting act. Sorry if that offends any men out there, but he's doing everything that he needs to do to be a good father and husband to his wife, which is supporting them. So that's me, rant over, 5 out of 5 for Netflix Mary. I watched it last night and I really enjoyed it. And in fact, I really liked the way that they did the blue robe. I loved the first appearance of Gabriel and how his robe vanished. I loved that. And I actually liked Mary having conversations with both Gabriel and Satan, because I'm pretty sure that Satan was around doing a lot of tempting. He's not gone away. Anyway, 5 out of 5 for me. Great film. Do check it out. I thought it was very seasonal, very topical, and we need to be really careful in how we review it and how respectful we are, because we're dealing with a divine being's mother. I'm just pointing that out. Anyway, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'm hoping that you're having a great Christmas. Yes, my Christmas tree is up.